Hello guys, this is JNM with a new video about the Unity asset Beautify to add great looking post-processing effects to your games. The link is added to the description below. After you imported the asset, you get a new folder called Beautify that contains demos, a documentation, resources and scripts. When you start the demos, you get a first overview of all available effects like bloom, vignetting, lens distortion, anamorphic flares, night and thermal vision, outlining and depth of field. I decided to add the asset to my game Erwin's Timewarp so that we can see it in a real-world example. When I import the asset to my game for Unity 2017.1, you can see that there are no conflicts, all the resources are new ones. So I press import and the new folder called Beautify is added to my project. So how to use it? It's really simple. Select your main camera and press add component and type in Beautify. So the script is added now and you can decide which effects you're going to use. I turned down the sharpen to 0. For some games it might be a really cool effect, but for my particular game and the style I like it to be turned down. What you can do now is to define in the build options which main effects you don't want to use. If you know, for example, that in your whole game there won't be any depth of field or lens distortion, you can disable it here globally to reduce binary size and build time. Now let's add some effects. The first one is ACAS tone mapping, which maps HDR color to LDR space. To use this powerful encoding system, be sure to enable HDR for your camera. The next one that I would like to use is the bloom effect to make my scene look more glowing and shiny, but be careful not to overuse it. I'm playing here around with the intensity and the threshold of this effect till I'm happy with the results. I add a light vignette effect to the scene, not too dark, so I set the color of the vignette to a gray tone. My shadows are also too dark, so I select the directional light and turn down the strength. Okay, and now comes my favorite feature of Beautify, and this is the comparison mode. When you enable it, you see the before and after in one camera view. Really great, have a look at this. Now there are many great effects available that I don't use here, like the lens effects for example, but they just don't match my particular game. But I will increase the exposure of the tone mapping to make the colors really pop. And then I start the game and you can see it with the compare mode enabled in action. So just a few settings changed with a significant difference. Alright, a great asset. I know there is the post-processing stack asset from Unity available, which is for free, but in my opinion Beautify adds some amazing improvements that are really worth the investment. By the way, you can combine Beautify with existing image effects. I recommend to read the documentation for this use case. Here's a last before and after image, just to point out the difference. So guys, I really hope you liked this video, and if you do, then let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss the next one. If you want to support the development of my tutorials, just follow the link to my Patreon here, this would really help. Thanks a lot for watching this, and see you soon on JNM.